Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to do a video about the webbot telling us well in advance that you might want to get into Ripple coin. It also said, of course, keep stacking Bitcoin and Ethereum, etc. But it said, there's some other data on Ripple coin coming in now. But before I get into that, I want to mention a new sponsor. This is kind of a one-off deal. Right in line with the kind of stuff that I talk about. And it's funny, I just had someone this morning, which is previous day morning, email me, hey, I think they were they in Australia or New Zealand? Or no, this guy was in Canada. And the Canadian said, man, I tried to go with SD Bullion and use that little discount code you have at sdbullion.com, jsnip4/jsnip4. and get that free or that 10-ounce bar at spot price. He's like, but they explained they can't do Canada. There's too much paperwork and fees and this and that, and they can't even sell to Canada. So he was kind of bummed by that. But then someone else mentioned to me something about Australia. They just bought some or about to buy some or something. I'm like, oh well, I've got a sponsor I'm about to talk about in your neck of the woods. They actually will ship free shipping to Australia or New Zealand. So if you live in either of those two countries, and I explained to them, like, I don't have a whole lot of subscribers from those two places, but I do have. They're strange enough. I think it's USA first, Canada second, and then Australia is actually, I think, third as far as my viewers go, which is interesting to me. Australia of all places. Anyways, so I did my due diligence as I always do before I agree to put something like this on my video as a sponsored place, because it's got to be something legit if I'm going to do it. And it's called As Good as Gold is their website. I want you to take a look at this. Facebook, 4.9 stars out of 5, so it's basically a 5-star, 77 ratings. Okay, so then I went to Google to search for it. Trustpilot, also 9 out of 10, 13 reviews. I'm like, this place seems to be legit. So here's their site, As Good as Gold, Australia. And I noticed something that's interesting, which, by the way, let me just give the plug before I start talking about this. Let me go ahead and give the plug. So they said to me, we are offering purchasers anywhere in Australia and New Zealand free shipping to either country on any amount of gold or silver bullion by using the coupon code, and it's all capital letters, JSNIP4 at checkout. Because we love what you do. We have a silver savings program too for folks who don't have truckloads of currency but who want to save steadily in silver bullion. In addition, while on the website, I'd love for folks to sign up to the newsletter for silver updates. We also hold wealth preservation seminars in the major cities all over Australia and New Zealand. Getting hands on to precious metals is what we are about, and we have a storage facility, if required, in South Australia. So that sounds good. All of it sounds good to me. Again, I had to do my due diligence, research, reviews, any kind of riffraff, any nonsense happening. Nope. Appears to be completely legit. They've got a definitely legit site. Take a look at this. And it prompted me, and I saw gold 1,676, 2282 silver. What the? Oh, wait. Australian. Oh, yeah. Australian dollars. And I thought to myself, man, I could have sworn not too long ago, weren't Australia and us kind of neck and neck, $1 to dollar. So even at these horrible 16 something dollar silver prices at the moment, cost you $22.82 in Australia to buy 1 ounce. And here we are upset over here. Oh man, it's $16. It's low. No, don't be upset. Be happy. And Australians and New Zealanders at this price, this is probably a fire sale for you guys. Here in America, we'd love to see $22.82 right now, because it would give us a big sign. Oh, finally, they're starting to rise. But I went ahead and looked. So let me just pull up a little history, 5-year history. So back in 2013, their dollar was actually 5 cents stronger than ours, $1.05. Then it came down. 2014, 2015, came down even more significantly. 2016, 2017, it is now 74 cents. So here's a week's view roughly. 73, 74 cents to our dollar. Which, yeah, I thought I had that backwards. That's less purchasing power in American dollars for them. When, again, 5 years ago, go back, it was $1.05. What does the 10-year show? Just curious. Oh, look what happened in 2008 and 9. Look at this. It was 94 cents, almost $1 to almost 1 to 1 with us. And then all of a sudden 2008 happened. Imagine that. Look at this. Falls off a cliff. Low, it looks like, of around 63 or so cents. I can't even get my... There's actually a real low spot right there. 61. Almost 62 cents to our dollar. Then it came back up a bit. Oh, okay, back to good times. $1.06. We're happy. We're happy. Now that was 2010, 11, 12, 13, and then again 14 starts going down. So if I lived in, I'm going to be honest, if I lived in another country, like Australia in this case, or like I've told you before, Venezuela, holy crap. And by the way, the link, I will make sure this link to their website, which actually I don't think it's a /JSNP4, it's just their website. And then when you check out, you just put in the code. It looked like it was all capital letters, JSNP4 for the checkout code if you're in New Zealand or Australia, basically. Free shipping, that's their deal for my subscribers. Because I've got at least a few thousand from what I can tell based on the stats. When I see, you know, which country, how many views came from which country, I can see America way up here and then Canada next, which it's way low next. And then under that, I think, was Australia. But it's still thousands, you know. So anyways, that link will be in the description box, just an FYI. But anyways, all this is telling me is, again, it's the end game playing out. All these other countries, currencies are filling against the dollar. They want to rush everybody, flood everybody back into the U.S. dollar, U.S. bonds, U.S. everything before they finally pull the rug out. Why is the U.S. stock market going up on the worst news possible in the last 2 days? Worst news possible. Worse than expected. Worse than expected. Oh, that's okay. Markets rally, new all-time high. What the? At least for the S&P, I think, and maybe the NASDAQ. But, again, if I'm in another country and my currency is going down and down and down, nothing's happening really with the price of gold. As a matter of fact, they pushed it down and silver. But, oh my gosh, it's becoming more expensive simultaneously. This doesn't make any sense. Why? Because your currency is going down against ours. More reason why you should own some. Now, again, the main point of this video, I got to give some credit, some street cred to the webbot, as I always do when it's necessary, but only when it's necessary. I'm not going to come out and just keep pushing the webbot just to push it. Push it real good. No, I'm not. I only push it when it's necessary, and by chance, it's been a hell of a lot necessary recent times. I want to show you how you could have made a small fortune, medium-sized fortune, to a large, whopping fortune by taking the webbot's advice literally approximately a month ago when it said Ripple coin is in the radar. It looks like it's going to go up pretty good. Now, it did recently say in the recent report that sometime this summer or near future, whatever, summertime or so, Ripple's not going to do bad per se. It's just, while the other coins are going to be really going up, Ripple may just kind of peter off and just do okay. You know, that was kind of how I took it. But having said that, we got to go back to when the webbot first said, oh, hey, Ripple coin's coming up next. It's going to do very well. When that was way out of left field for me, not even following Ripple coin, never really followed it at all until Clif said, hey, you know, in his reports and through email a couple times back and forth, we talked about it a little bit. But it was in his report, and I reported on it. So at that time, mind you, it was 2 to 3/10 of a cent. And just going back a month from now, it was 3/10 of a cent of 1 penny. 3/10 of 1 penny. So I've got a chart that is not coming up on this browser, so I want to switch that to this one. Here we go. I want you to look at this. So we're going to go, it's actually 39 cents. So actually today, it's gone up even higher. And I'm going to do the math for you live. Do it, F it, I'll do it live. Bill O'Reilly, I had to channel Bill O'Reilly, sorry about that. 14-day, 30-day. Okay, 30-day, 0.29, excuse me, which again is 2/10, 3/10. We're going to round that off to 3/10 because then the next day here, it does hit 0.3 of a percent. So today, We had a high of 39 cents, 38 cents, whatever. It's not at this moment, but again, we're going to go with the absolute high today just for the hell of it. And we're going to say 0.39 cents. It's I think it's divided by 0.03, 0.3 of a cent, is 13. So that is the equivalent of 13 times what it was before. Example. I'm just going to show you on the calculator, even though this is very easy to in my head. Just want you visually see this. 13 times, if you invested $1,000, again, you know the answer. $13,000. Some might consider that a small fortune, considering you only spent $1,000 on Ripple. Again, easy math, but I want to show it to you visually. 13, maybe you put 10 grand in. Maybe you had 10 grand lying around. Oh, 13, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, equals $130,000. Maybe you call that a small fortune. I had somebody tell me that they went to sdbullion.com, the one I always talk about with this is for USA people, you know, the JSNIP4 coupon code or whatever. And he's like, I used it, so I get credit for sending people over to SD Bullion by, having them come up as new customers. That's why they set that page up for me specifically. But again, if it's for something that I love and I stand behind, I'm all for it. But don't give me some garbage to pump over here and keep, make me coupon codes to sell some garbage or something. I'm not going to do it. But, and I'm not mentioning any names or anybody. I don't know the guy personally, but he spent $60-something thousand on some bullion. I believe it was either all or mostly silver. That's a good move because, again, we know what's going to happen with precious metals in the future. But again, if you had a little gambling money on the side, again, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I've talked about this from day one of Bitcoin and all these coins. Don't play with this like it's the best, like all your eggs in the basket. You've got to play with this like you're playing a stock or you're kind of gambling, a little play money. If it does great, great. If it doesn't, you're not hurt too bad at all if it fails. But just because I'm dying to know right now, not that I would, and by the way, let me say this unequivocally. I would, if that person said, Joe, I've got 62K that I want to put into the stuff you talk about, man, you're a metals guy, I'm a metals guy, I want to put it in metals, I want to go all in on silver. Or if they, maybe not said it that way, they said, what would you do with it? And I've already answered this twice to some other people within the last 2 months, so I'll give you the same answer. The lion's share needs to go into metals. Again, safest thing, it's going to be the protection that I always talk about having, that you need financially. But I would take some of that money out. So in my mind, I probably would have took about 50K, 52K, silver, etc. And then the other amount and maybe spread it across 3 different cryptocurrencies. You could do Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, or Bitcoin, Ethereum, and, again, if you want to read the report, Ripple coin. So I'm just, in case someone got crazy and said, hey, JSNIP, I just put 62K in the Ripple coin. I just want to know what that equals, just so I can blow my own mind. 62,000, again, it went up 13 times 13, is a return of $806,000. Now that's what I call making a fortune. Some might still consider that a small or medium fortune. No. When you can turn 62K into $800,000, that's a fortune to me. Okay? I'm just going to say that. But it's highly, highly, highly dangerous because you're playing with these cryptocurrencies in digital land, digital la-la land, digital wallets and everything else. And by the way, I was speaking with Clif, and he kind of led me down this path, if you will. And I thought this might be a good thing because I get emails all the time. Hey, I'm trying to transfer Bitcoin. I'm trying to, how do I get Ethereum? I want Ethereum, but I don't see how to get Ethereum. I don't see the wallet, etc. I found a wallet that has someone else emailed me the wallet, by the way. And it's called Exodus. Exodus.io, it's the website. You go there, download. It has all of the major, like 7 or 8 cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash. I think Ripple was even on there. I'm like, oh, wow, you have one program, one wallet. It doesn't have to download the entire, 30-something, whatever, gigabyte blockchain, because it's just a wallet. It's not used to calculate blockchain and, keep up with that or whatever. And it's just a wallet. So, but it gives you an address, your own special address for each of those wallets, even though it's one wallet in and of itself. I thought, now that is handy. One wallet for everything. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, whatever the hell it's called, was in there. Dash was in there. Ethereum. I'm like, wow, okay. But part of what me and Clif were talking about was, well, the average person having to download this stuff and do all this stuff and make sure their computer doesn't crash and their hard drive doesn't mess up, and So long story short, what I think I might do, and yes, I'm gonna have to charge for this because it's gonna cost me money to do this, but I think it's a fantastic idea that he brought to my attention. I'm gonna create, see, a little thumb drive. Not only is it a thumb drive, it is 100% waterproof. So I'm going to go for 100% waterproof thumb drives. Should you drop it on accident in water, what have you, or maybe the apocalypse comes and it floods and you got your Bitcoins and everything on here. What it essentially is an operating system. It's based off of Linux. And the operating system will be loaded on the thumb drive with the wallet program on the desktop ready to be used for the first time. It will not have been used yet. Therefore, it will not have generated a wallet ID yet. So I'll sell these, not too much money, but I'm going to put the operating system on there. I'm going to put everything on there, ready to go. You could literally take this thing anywhere with you on any computer, any laptop, anywhere. Stick it in the side before you turn it on in the USB port. Boot it up. Now, the only thing you're going to have to remember is when you boot it up, press the pause button on the keyboard so you can read the display that's coming up as soon as it what they call posts, or first as soon as you see the screen. And I'm not talking Windows. As soon as it turns on and you see the screen, usually though you can keep hitting pause, and then you'll get to see what it's saying. Press F12 to enter boot menu. Okay, that's what I want. Let me go ahead and press F12, and then it brings you to the boot menu. You'll see this, 8 gig or 6. Actually, I think it's a 16 gigabyte thumb drive. You'll see it there listed as one of the boot devices. You click on that. You click on it, or use your mouse or keyboard. Then you're basically telling it, boot off of this instead of my PC, the hard drive. So then it boots up. It takes you right to this desktop, this Linux-based desktop. Oh, there's the wallet thing. Let me open that and run it. Now it creates my IDs for all my wallets. And now you have your wallet program staring you in the face with all the different ones. You can transfer to Coinbase. You can transfer to wherever the exchange you're using to that wallet. As soon as you're done, you recognize, okay, it definitely is on my wallet. Shut it down, turn it off, and pull this out. This goes with you wherever you want. So this is kind of like your own computer system, operating system, but on a thumb drive. So all you got to do is plug it in. Now, the reason I think this is a really good idea is because when I use my computer, I don't have another computer. This is it. I use this one here, and I have my work computer. I've got a little laptop I hardly ever use, but I have this one. If God forbid, if that virus thing got on my computer that just went out, the ransomware nonsense, locked up a bunch of my files, and all of a sudden I'm in trouble because maybe I didn't back up my wallet or whatever, and this is the only PC I have, and damn it, it's only because I'm using this PC that this happened, and I use this every night to do my videos. I use it every day. When I'm at home in the daytime, I'm using it. This is essentially using like a little PC, if you will, or a hard drive. That's only temporary. It only is used when you first turn the computer on and you tell it boot off of this device. Do what you have to do. Transfer some coins, whatever. I'm done. Click on the little button that says, just like Windows, it's very similar. The little shutdown button. Click that. The computer turns off, and you see it turn off. You take it out. Now turn your computer back on. It loads up to Windows or Mac or whatever operating system you have, and it's a done deal. Now you can go about your business doing stuff. You're only going to use this for dealing with Bitcoin. And again, the beauty is it'll already have that wallet and everything installed for you. So it keeps you essentially off the grid, keeps you off the internet, keeps you off the network. Should any nasty thing happen, speaking of, NSA hacks and all this crap coming out, and it's all right here. And again, in an emergency, you had to go somewhere and you're out, and oh my God, the apocalypse just happened, and I've made it to my sister's house or wherever, 5 hours away. I've got this on me. Hey, sister, I need to use your computer real quick. No problem. Plug it in. Oh, obviously, when I say apocalypse, assuming the apocalypse hasn't taken down your sister's internet. Plug it in. Turn it on. It's just like it was at your house. Everything's the same because it's all stored on here. It's just basically like an operating system right on here. So anything you save or transfer or move or you add pictures to this, it stays. Take it to someone else's house, turn it on. There it is. There's my desktop. So I think I may do that and charge for these things, ready to go. All you do is turn it on, boot off the thing, double-click the wallet, open the wallet program. Voila, there it is. There's your wallet. It got your IDs, etc. It allows you to do backups as well. So you could, in theory, have a second blank USB drive if you wanted to, plugged into your computer at the same time. Or plug it in after you boot up to this, make it easier. And tell it, I want to back up my wallet. It will see the other drive, the other USB device. I want to back it up there. So not only do you have the whole entire full operating system with your wallet on it, but you would have an additional one as, say, a backup. And what I might just do, again, because if I'm going to sell this, save you the hassle, this one will be a 16 gigabyte drive. And by the way, the operating system, including the wallet and everything, I don't even know if it takes up 2 gigabytes. It's like tiny. And I'll give you a smaller one, like a 2 gig or 4 gig USB thumb drive, so that you could use as a backup. And again, having two is better than one, right? God forbid if you lost this and didn't have any kind of backup whatsoever, right? That would be bad news. But the same goes for your computer. Your computer gets screwed and you don't have a backup. Same situation. So it's nice when you have these separate because it's not part of your computer system. Again, if someone broke in your house and stole your computer or something and you had this on you at all times, or you had it in your little secret stash spot, great, take the computer. I don't care. I've got my stuff here. That's the other beauty of not having it on your home PC. If something happens, someone gets on there, gets hacked, next thing you know, I can see this coming in the future. Hackers designing tools or malware to go into your PC. I got an email. I thought it was legit. I opened it. Uh-oh. Sorry. It was a email that steals your wallet and sends the wallet back up to some bad guy. And the bad guy now has your wallet and can transfer your Bitcoins because your wallet was stored on your own computer. Now, there are some wallets out there, and I haven't tested this one I'm telling you about, but I think it does too. I'm going to double check though. But when you first turn on these wallets, a lot of times there's a bunch of keywords and things you got to set up so that if you ever lost your computer, someone got a hold of it and they go try to do something with it. But usually once you log in, they can still get to your wallet. So even if they stole your computer, they can still get to your wallet, your cryptocurrency wallet, and transfer stuff. If they try to restore a wallet, that's usually when it'll come up and ask for the special keyword file that you created in the beginning. So I'm not really sure if this Exodus one has that or not. I just checked it out today, and before I finalize what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the best wallet, all-around wallet. But that one looks like it might be it because it has everything on it. You don't have to have a Bitcoin wallet, a Dogecoin wallet, a Feathercoin wallet, a Dashcoin wallet, all these wallets. Which one's which? I got to make backups of all of them. Oh my God! Nope. It's one little wallet. It has all of them on board. Done. Put it on your operating system. Removable operating system here, and you're set. So I'll let you know once I do some more testing and make sure that it works and I can take it from my job to my house to my laptop and I just plug it in and everything works beautiful. I want to make sure it works great before I even offer something like that. But I do get emails all the time asking, well, I got set up on Coinbase, but I only see Bitcoin and Ethereum, but what about Ripple, or how do I get that? How do I do that? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't messed with those yet. I'm only messing with these two, and I use Coinbase, but you got to have the wallets and all that, right? So anyways, this will make life a lot easier for a lot of people, I think. And I might be able to make a couple bucks at the same time doing it. It's not going to be super expensive at all. So anyways, we'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you updated on that one. Take care.